Hello, I'm Deng John Ogwin, and today I'll take you through my database, which is the student management. It initially had four tables, which is the course table, enrollments, lecturers, students. Then I added one grade log table for the trigger, then the two views, one which is the course summary, and the high performers. For the view of high performance, it shows those students with high grades. Then for the course summary, it shows all the courses and the average grades. Then for the students table now, this is where the students records are kept, and this is the structure: student ID, name, email, of which I made unique so that there is no any other duplicate email that can be inserted. Um, then the course table has these five sample records, and these are this is the structure: the course ID, course name, lecturer ID, which references lecturers in the lecturers table. Then for the enrollments table, so these are the records kept in it. This is the structure: enrollment ID, student ID, which is a foreign key and it references students in the students table, course ID, which references courses in the course table, the semester and the grade. And then now the lecturers table has these records, and the structure is lecturer ID, name, and the department. So now let me run some SQL queries to help us in demonstrating everything that is on this table. So let's run these queries. One is I will insert some sample records to help us see how our constraints work. So let me say insert into students, then now the name, email, and then the date of birth. Let's close it, then say values. So the values are the first name, let's say Jok, then Jok, then the email. Let's insert the already existing email so that our constraint rejects it. Let's say it's then road block 71 at gmail.com. Then date of birth, let's say it's 2001 January 1st. Then let's try to enter to see how our constraint works. So as you can see, it says duplicate entry because I put our email as unique before. That's why it's rejected. Another one, on the enrollments table, I added a check constraint which will help us if we insert wrong grades, then it will not accept. So now let's run another query and say insert into enrollments. Then in the enrollments, we have the student ID, um, the course ID, and then the grade. So then let's say the values. Let's say student ID, let's say it's 1. Then the course ID, let's say it's course 2. Then the grades, let's say 150. So this is what it says: constraint enrollments grade failed for student management enrollments. because I put a constraint before that says the grade should be between 0 and 100. And now if I insert 100, anything beyond 100, then it will reject it. So that is what the constraints do. So that is one. Another thing, um, let's say we want to update the student's grade. So let me say update enrollment. Then now let's say set grade to 99 where student ID equals to 1. So we want to change this student's grade from the grades which he has now to that 99. Then let's say, okay. So if we look into the enrollments table, we can see that student number one's grades have been changed. So if we go into the log table now, we can see that students students grades have been changed. These were his previous grades from 93 to 99. So, and this is what our trigger has done. So if we also come into the table I performers, we can see that his grades have also been changed to 99. So this is how that one works. So let's also run another query. So let's now say we want to select students per course, the students that are enrolled into a specific course. So then we shall say select students, then the name, then courses, then it should be the course name, courses, then course name, then now let's say from enrollments, then let's say join students on enrollments. So we are joining student on enrollments. So where student, which is equal to the student ID, which is now equal to students and the student ID. And then we also say join courses on enrollments. So where is the course ID, which will also be equal to the courses and the course ID. Then now let's put a where clause. So we want to see, let's say where courses, and that is the course name, equals to, let's say we want to see the students enrolled in database system. Then we say database systems. Then hit go. So these are the three students enrolled in database systems. It's the enrolled block, Duochol, and Okwanmayan. Then also let us see how many students are enrolled per course. So to count those students, then we shall say select course ID Then we say count all as total students. Then from the table students, no, sorry, from the table enrollments, and then now we have to group by the course ID. Then let's do this and hit go. Now we can see course number 1 has 3 students, course number 2 has 2 students also, so and so forth up to 5 which has only 1 student. So that is how we count student per course. So let's also see another one. Let us see the average per course now, average grade per course. So let's say select, so we are selecting, let's say course ID. Then now let's say average, that is the average grade, as average grade. Then from the table enrollments, then now we have to group by course ID as well. Group by course ID. So as you can see, these are the courses and the average grades per each course. Now let us see the highest grades and the lowest grades. So to check or to see the lowest grades and the highest grades, then let's say select max, the maximum grade, as highest grade, then mean, that is the minimum grade, as the lowest grade. Then from the table enrollments, so from the table the highest grade is 99 and the lowest grade is 53. So that is how we can do that. But then let us also see the sum of grades per each course. So to see that, we shall say select course ID. So we are selecting the course ID. Then now let's say sum of the grade as the grade total from the table enrollment. Then we have to group by the course ID. So as you can see, these are the grade total per each course. Now let us look at some joins. Now to look at the joins, we have the inner join. What the inner join does is to bring matching groups or matching rows together and then show them. Then the left join will bring all the data from the left table, then bring the matching records from the right table and put them together. Then the right join is the vice versa or is the opposite of the left join. So let us look at these joins. So the first one, let's see how the inner join works. So we shall say, so we want to see all, we want to see all the courses, even if the students, we want to list only students who are actually enrolled in a course. So what we shall do is select students, so, and that is the name, then courses, that is also the course name from students. Then we say inner join. You can say inner join or join, it is the same thing. You say inner join enrollment on students, which will be the student ID, which will equal to enrollment, also the student ID. Then we also say inner join courses on enrollment, and then the course ID will equal to courses and the course ID as well. Then we terminate it. So as you can see, these are all the students enrolled in all those courses. Then now, let's use the left join now. So the left join will help show all courses even if there are no students enrolled yet. And then the right join will show all students even if they haven't picked a course. So let's say select courses, that is the course name, then enrollments, that is the student ID, from courses. And then we say, now we say left join enrollments on courses, that is the course ID, which will equal to enrollments, and then the course ID as well, then terminate it. So these are the different courses and the students enrolled into them. So all our students have been enrolled into all the courses, so everything is marching and it brings everything that is in the table. But had we had some students who had not picked some courses, then it would have shown all the courses, but then only students who are enrolled to some courses, and then the courses from which the students are not enrolled will still be shown. Now the next thing, let us use the full outer join. Now MySQL doesn't have a native full outer join command. So what we do, we combine a left and right join using union. So what we shall do here is select, so it's actually the right and the, so we shall say it's the right and the left join. You shall say select students, and that is the student name, then courses, that is the course name, now from the students, then now we say left join enrollments on students, that is the student ID will equal to enrollments, and that is the student ID as well. And then we also say left join courses on enrollments, and then the course ID, which is equal to courses and the course ID. Then now we say union, because we don't have the full outer join. MySQL doesn't have that native command. Then we also say select, we are selecting students, then that is the student name, then now the courses, and that is the course name as well, and then from students, then we say right join enrollments on students, that is the student ID, which is equal to enrollments and the student ID. And then we also say right join courses on enrollments, and then that will be the course ID, which is equal to the courses now, and then the course ID as well. Then let's terminate that. So this one, this is how we do it. Then hit OK. So as you can see, it has brought all the names of the students and the courses in which they have been enrolled. Another thing is how we can import and export databases. Like this database of ours, we can export it from here, then click here, and yeah, it has been exported. Then to import it back, then we come here, then databases, then we create the database. Let's say it's student management, and then copy. Now it's a copy of our student management. Then we say create. So it has been created. And then what we do, let's import the data now. Go there, then come to choose file, and it is here student management. Then click open, and then import. So our database has been imported, and if we see, this is the student management copy, and these are everything that we had in our table before. So that is all, and thank you for watching.